welcome to the Tea and a Butty podcast. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're going to be talking about the differences in public holidays between the UK and the US. Yeah.
Yes.
The end.
We're recording this on one holiday.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist in Britain, and that's Memorial Day.
Yeah, we don't memorialize in the UK.
Yeah.
Well, we do, but we don't call it Memorial Day. It's just a bank holiday. We just call it Bank Holiday Weekend.
And we don't call anything a bank holiday.
And it's like, what's a bank holiday?
Yes.
It's a day when the bank has a holiday, isn't it?
It's
Goes
a
to the
holiday
seaside.
It's a holiday to celebrate banks.
No, it's when the bank has a holiday, you know, and I think that's what it comes from, really. I mean, I haven't really looked up the terminology of where the etymology of where.
Well,
this
that's
came
what
from.
you told me when I originally asked you what in the crap is a bank holiday.
It's when the bank is closed, because that's, you know, when businesses are closed, you know, and it's like in the town, it's like the bank needed to be open so there was money and, you know, depositing. So if the bank was closed, it's like, what's the point in doing any work, you know?
Yeah.
It's,
and I wonder if you guys have, because on a lot of holidays that we celebrate over here or don't celebrate, but that are
there's a few differences.
Holidays that are acknowledged, let's say. You guys do tend to have bank holidays fall on the same day.
Yeah, I mean, like today is a bank holiday in the UK.
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, bank holiday Monday. So nothing's open, but we just don't say Memorial Day or whatever.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, I wonder if you guys have a bank holiday because, like, doing international business is not really possible because we're observing a holiday in this country.
And that's what it is, yeah.
Or I wonder if, you know, I don't know, if the international community decided upon certain days that they were going to not do business, and so on those days, instead of things just being closed for kind of no reason, we tack a reason on. It's, you know what I mean? Like, I wonder which came first, the chicken or the egg, you know?
Because what do you call it? A federal holiday.
A federal holiday, yeah.
So, federal meaning it's observed all throughout the 50 states.
Yes.
Because, I mean,
meaning like
you do have state holidays too, don't you? Or are they just
no.
observances?
No. So, like, on Memorial Day, if school was still in session, schools would be out. The post office might be closed. Federal holidays, like things like that, government offices are closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think the banks are closed. It's really confusing, actually, because sometimes the banks are closed and the post. Today? I don't know.
I think, maybe they're still open. Maybe they just keep going. You know, after a certain, because years ago it would have been the bank is closed. It's a bank holiday.
No, some holidays the banks do close, but then other holidays, and I'm talking about in this country now. Other holidays they don't. Some holidays
it's kind
the
of ironic
post office
that,
closes. Other holidays it's still running. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Like, I think
know.
grocery stores are still open, but they're limited hours on a bank holiday.
What about like clothes stores? Like,
no, I think they're completely closed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Like,
I mean, it all depends on it. Kind of all depends on the business, I guess. You know, like if H&M were just like, oh, we're not going to close bank holiday because, you know, we're going to be the only store open while New Look is going to close, so we'll get their customers.
Well, I think that's what's happened. Like, probably at some point, some store did make that decision. In America, I mean, and
it was all about that money.
And now Memorial Day weekend is known for having sales.
Memorial Day
weekend sales,
the bank holiday sale. Yeah, there is like something about that in Britain too, about the bank holiday sale. Well, bank holidays, you know, like New Year's Day is a bank holiday.
In Britain.
In Britain, Good Friday, Easter Monday. Well, Easter Monday. Easter Monday's not a bank holiday over here, is it?
You guys have... No, and New Year's Day is not a thing over here either. And you guys call it... Oh, no. I'm thinking Boxing Day.
You're thinking Boxing Day. That's a bank holiday. Yeah.
New Year's Day is just New Year's Day. I think it is... Yeah, stuff is closed, I think, on New Year's Day.
Like, stuff doesn't run. You know,
doesn't run.
Stuff doesn't run, like the trash doesn't pick up.
Oh, no. Yeah.
The post doesn't go.
Mm-hmm.
The post doesn't go. I don't know if you say that over here.
The post doesn't go.
Yeah, is the post going today? Yeah, no, I used to say that a lot. Is the post going today?
Is the mail running? No,
the mail
running.
The post going today.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like, you know, and if New Year's Day was like on a Saturday or a Sunday, it would be Monday would be the bank holiday, you know, because it had, you know, it's got to be a holiday, you know. Good Friday, Easter Monday, early May bank holiday, which is like the first Monday of May. That's a bank holiday.
Okay.
Spring bank holiday, which is the last Monday of May. Summer bank holiday, which is the last Monday of August, and then Christmas and Boxing Day.
Yeah. And you guys do actually say, like, I think someone said to us on Twitter, Happy Bank Holiday.
Happy Bank Holiday. Happy Bank Holiday weekend.
I swear that's a thing in Britain, isn't it? You guys say Happy Bank Holiday.
I have never said Happy Bank Holiday in my life.
Maybe not you, but I'm sure
I've never heard it either.
Sure I've seen people go,
if someone said to me Happy Bank Holiday, I said, you've started early, haven't you? Getting on the booze.
I wonder why, instead of calling them bank holidays, why you don't come up with some sort of holiday to put on that day.
Because
we
cannot be bothered. I mean, maybe over here it was just kind of like, oh, well, we have President's Day.
They love making things holidays in this country.
Yeah, when I first moved here, it was like every day I was like, oh, well, we can't do that today because it's Labor Day.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's Labor Day? It's like for the labor.
It's a day to celebrate people who work.
Labor, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, let's do it next weekend. No, can't do it then because it's President's Day. Oh, we can't do it next week because it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Labor Day actually has a really interesting history.
It's like, how many holidays do you have over
Which
here?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I've seen people talk about it before.
Seen it talk about it.
Yeah, Labor Day. It's something to do with people who labor.
I mean, I've got
it's something to do with it. It's
I've
something
got a
to
list
do.
up here. I've got it on the.
It's something to do with like the labor unions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they wanted a holiday acknowledging them. I don't know. I should. Sometimes you just start talking and you don't really know where you're going.
Well, yeah, it's like they you know, like there was like President's Day.
Well, that's obvious, yeah.
And then that's for the president.
But then they have the individual, like, big name presidents' birthdays also.
Are they public holidays?
You know what? I don't know. Because they're like, oh, it's Washington's birthday today. Oh, it's Abraham Lincoln's birthday today. No, I don't think so. You know, because that's the thing.
It celebrates the economic and social contributions of unions and workers.
There we go. There we go. Seen as the end of summer, yeah. So Memorial Day starts the summer, Labor Day ends the summer.
That part of it has got lost over the years. And in America, it's best known as the beginning of the NFL season. And the last hurrah before the kids go back to school.
Yes.
Which, you know, schools have been abolished now thanks to the pandemic, so...
No, there are some holidays that we have here that it's just a day named after something and nothing changes. Like,
yeah.
The kids don't get off school, nothing's closed. It's like, it's just a day honoring whatever.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, can you really call it a holiday then? I don't know, but that exists over here. I don't know if that exists in Britain. Do you guys have just certain days that are called whatever, Dominic's Day or something, and then nothing?
Yeah, we have a load of them. I mean, the big ones that are observances are like the patron saint days, like St. George's Day, which is on the 23rd of April, St. Andrew's Day for Scotland, 30th of November. St. George's Day was for England. St. David's Day is for Wales on the 1st of March. And St. Patrick's Day is Ireland, and that's 17th of March. And St. Patrick's Day is celebrated over here. And that's the only patron saint.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just going to say
we don't, you know, it's like St. David's Day. In Wales, it's kind of like, oh, it's St. David's Day. It's not a bank holiday, though. Businesses are open.
Yeah.
And, but they'll be like selling Welsh cakes, or there'll be celebrations, there'll be Eisteddfod or whatever,
Yeah, people might be barbecuing if it's right.
They're always barbecuing in Britain.
Okay. I remember I was in Britain I was in Wales just before St. David's Day, I think.
Well, it's actually my birthday too, St. David's Day.
And they had little Welsh dresses.
Well, yeah, they have like a little Welsh
in the stores, and then like a little Welsh dragon suit.
Oh yeah,
and stuff. Yeah, it was really
people
cute.
dress up as dragons, or they take their dragons for a walk.
Does anybody really wear those kind of things to celebrate?
It's for like the Eisteddfod,
What is that?
It's like it's the celebration for like St. David's Day and everything, Around St. David's Day in school, we'd have like the Eisteddfod, which is like music and recital.
What does Eisteddfod mean?
I actually don't know. Oh. I think festival.
Okay.
I think that's what it literally translates. But I could be wrong. I mean, they're probably gonna. If we have any Welsh listeners, they're probably screaming at the thing, saying, "You bloody fool, bloody fool, man!" No, it doesn't. And because in school there'd be like a day where we just go and watch the Eisteddfod, the school Eisteddfod, and it'd be around March the 1st. It wouldn't be on it, but it'd be around it, and they have like a national one, and it's just for like singing and music and reciting poems. And
basically the same thing that St. Patrick's Day is in Ireland.
Yes.
It's funny because, as you
mentioned,
St.
George's Day and St. Andrew's Day, though, the two biggest countries in the UK. Mm-hmm. It's celebrated by the patriots, but it's not really like, oh yeah, St. George's Day, innit? Yeah, get down the pub.
I think in America we generally have no idea that each country in
the UK
has a day, has a patron saint, and a day that celebrates that patron saint. Like St. Patrick's Day is the only thing we've ever heard of over here,
I mean, there's I think there's a petition to change the names of the day.
What do you mean?
St. George's Day is going to become Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, and Slytherin.
Oh my gosh.
You'd love it. Slytherin Day, yes.
That's my
favorite.
It's sort of like that. Though,
we have houses, but we talked about this in our school episode.
Because England's flag is red and white, so red.
Yeah.
Gryffindor. St. Andrews is blue and white. Blue is Ravenclaw. It's like the only thing that doesn't go.
Green is
Slytherin. Yeah. So St. David's.
Green and red.
Because you should be yellow or gold,
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no yellow or gold in the Welsh flag. Okay, we're totally off topic now.
Totally off topic. And it's funny because on the Union flag, Wales isn't part of it.
Yeah.
It's not represented. That red stripe is actually Northern Ireland. Funnily enough, it's from the Northern Irish flag.
Oh yeah.
And people are just like, why isn't it a thing? Because the Welsh flag is a red dragon, on green and white background,
Mm-hmm.
And people thought, oh god, if they put the dragon in front of that, that's just going to make it even more pompous. And
that would be really awesome.
Just put a massive dragon in the middle of the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is off topic, but it's an interesting topic. I don't know, maybe it should be its own podcast.
Fun with flags. For all you Big Bang fans out there.
All you Big Bang fangs.
Bang.
Again, in America, I don't think that the general population has any idea that the stripes in the Union flag mean anything.
Right, like they represent anything. It's just a cross.
Why? I don't know, because I mean the stripes in our flag mean something, but I think we just don't think about it.
There's 50, isn't it? There's 50 stars and 50 stripes.
50 stars and 13 stripes.
13 stripes.
You failed your citizens test.
13 stripes.
Get out of this country.
Yeah, but I'm pulling it back now by saying the 13 stripes of the original 13 colonies. Yes. So I get to stay. Sorry about that. U.S. immigration. You thought you had me there, didn't you? But no, you didn't. You were wrong, you Montebanks.
Oh my god. Okay, let's get back to holidays.
holidays. Well, yeah, those are just observances. There's St. George's Day, St. Andrew's, St. David's, and St. Patrick's.
Yeah.
As is Guy Fawkes Night or Guy Fawkes Day.
Observances. That's a word I was looking for.
Observances.
For all the
I've been saying it the whole episode.
Like Nurses' Day. We have Secretary's Day.
They do that in Britain too. Oh, we're gonna have a day for. They've got like a day to like remember people who are public figures or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Well, they've probably got a day for like NHS workers now. Honestly, you know, like Nurses' Day.
It seems like if you are somebody who spends any amount of time on the internet, you see that every day is some sort of holiday. Well, it's International Pizza Day. It's International Cats Day.
That's just someone come up with that, though, and made it a trend. Because, everyone likes pizza. Let's say today is International Pizza Day. Or International Cake Day. Or International Biscuit Day.
Pie Day.
Pie Day. Yeah.
But it's like PI.
PI, yes. But people are like, no, I don't care about PI. I care about PIE.
I don't know how people find
stuff
those
in my
holidays.
face with it.
Okay, we keep getting off topic. I'm sorry.
Pancake Day is another one, though. That's observed in Britain. And that's something that's not observed over here.
No.
Yeah, and you should get on that because you love your pancakes over here, don't you?
It's the same day, though, as what we say Fat Tuesday.
But Pancake Day sounds so much better.
Because it's like, you get big and fat, and then you go on Lent, right? It's the day before Lent starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So well, it's before Ash Wednesday. But yeah, you eat pancakes traditionally, and the English kind.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Burns Night is one that's celebrated mainly in Scotland. It's Robert Burns, the poet. He composed Auld Lang Syne, for those who might be familiar with Auld Lang Syne, my dear.
Yeah. Did you do Guy Fawkes Night?
Yeah, we talked about it, yeah.
Okay.
5th of November, that is.
Yeah.
And that was because of Parliament, the plot to blow up Parliament in 1605. It was a great day, wasn't it?
So people celebrated.
People celebrate. People celebrate.
They were gonna blow up
and again, it's like it's just a case of like building a bonfire, letting off fireworks, and eating hamburgers and hot dogs and chips. The end. It's like it's just a thing.
It's basically like our Independence Day.
Kind of, but yeah. I mean, there you go. Independence Day, 4th of July, not celebrated in UK.
Burns Night is definitely the weirdest, and like you said, it's only celebrated in Scotland, really.
And with Scottish expats, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Robbie Burns, aye, Robbie Burns Night, aye.
Because why just
Robbie Burns, aye.
Is it actually? It's actually like in the calendar, though.
It's in the calendar, aye.
Like if you.
Aye, it is.
You
get the haggis out.
You have a British calendar. So you buy a British calendar in England and it still is going to say Burns Night on 25th of January.
Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it depends on the calendar maker, I suppose.
Random, though, because it's like...
It's the 25th of January. It was his birthday.
He was a poet, right?
He was Scotland's national poet.
Okay. What does that mean, national poet?
It means he was like the guy that everyone was like going to for, like he captured Scotland's essence in his poems. He was
the guy everyone was
kind of like people would say Dylan Thomas was Wales's poet.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a Thomas Night.
He should.
You get on that.
Yeah, I will get on that. People can drink whiskey. Because he was a right whiskey drinker, was old Dylan Thomas. I mean, people know Dylan Thomas.
Yeah.
Over here, I mean...
People don't know Robert Burns.
Well, they will if they sing Auld Lang Syne on New Year's.
I mean, I'm married to you and I don't know. Oh! Yeah, he did Auld Lang Syne.
I just said this!
No, I know. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Just said this.
Yes. Anyway,
it's mainly celebrated in Scotland.
Moving on to American holidays that are not celebrated in Britain.
Yes.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yeah.
And why isn't that celebrated in Britain?
Because Martin Luther King Jr. never made it to Britain, did he? Oh, he might have done, actually. He might have done a tour of Britain at some point.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The holiday actually began in 1986, and that's why Stevie Wonder wrote "Happy Birthday to You."
Oh,
in support of it.
I don't think I knew that, actually.
But was only observed in every state by the year 2000.
Oh, so really?
Took everyone a while to get on
surprising.
Board. Jeez. All government buildings closed, and that's the bank holiday. It's an actual.
Well, there you go. That's an example of something that probably started as a state holiday. People in a certain state petitioned, because you can do that. You can petition for a certain day to be a holiday, and the governor of X state will say yes or no, and then once that state observes it, they can go, oh, well, we think this should be observed nationwide.
Yes.
We're
I think that's kind of like a catch-all, isn't it? Like, if you can get maybe 10 states to recognize and observe it.
I don't know.
It's like it goes, it's automatic for all of them, and whether they agree to it or not.
I think you're just making that up.
Well, I'm just making government policy here. That's what I'm doing.
I don't know. I mean, I have that could be the case. I have no
National
idea.
food of Texas, the taco, it's like if every state had to observe that, might get it pushed through. President's Day is the next one. That's the third Monday in February. It pays tribute to the first president, George Washington, and is officially known as Washington's birthday. Originally, it took place in his actual birth date, February 22nd, and there was talk of combining it with Abraham Lincoln's birthday, because that's the only two presidents anyone ever talks about.
It's the only two presidents any American knows the name.
The third being JFK, but because of how he died, It's like there's only been 3 presidents, not 46, which is February the 12th, actually a holiday in California and a few other states. But overall, it's a good time to get a new deal on a new car and a mattress. And it is.
President's Day sales.
The President's Day sales. It's like, why a car and a mattress? Why a mattress?
I think those are just things
Did Washington like mattresses?
It's the season that people buy them, because it's like the start of the new year.
I guess. And they're just like, it's time to buy a mattress. It's President's Day. What better way to honor the president by buying a new mattress to sleep at night?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Easter. No massive change here. It's like Easter's another one.
Wait, Easter is celebrated in Britain, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's like this is like an American public holiday.
Okay, these are all coming off of BBC America, by the way. Easter, celebrated in both countries.
Yeah.
Next
one. Same movable feast dates.
Memorial Day, which we've already mentioned.
Memorial Day, Independence Day.
No, you were asking me why we do Memorial Day and Veterans Day, because they seem to, if you look at people talking about Memorial Day online, they seem to honor the same people.
First responders,
but Memorial Day honors
emergency services, we call them in Britain.
Yeah.
You call them first responders, but the emergency services, like the police, fire, ambulance,
Mm-hmm. It began as a commemoration of the dead of the U.S. Civil War, but these days it honors all Americans who have died in all wars. Many will visit cemeteries festooned in stars and stripes flags. Yeah, this one doesn't say, this description of it does not say that it celebrates...
Probably because of Veterans Day. Because they probably changed it because they were like, we're having a memorial for people who died in war, all Americans who died in wars. Isn't that what Veterans Day is?
I mean, veterans is celebrating all veterans, whether they died or not, I suppose.
Oh, maybe.
And I guess Memorial Day... Okay, so I guess that's the real difference. Yeah. Memorial Day is to memorialize those who have died fighting in wars. And Veterans Day is just to honor everyone who's fought, whether they were killed in battle or not.
Yeah.
I guess that's
I guess so. Independence Day, we talked about 4th of July.
And do they have Independence Day in Britain,
yes.
Dominic?
Yes, they do.
No.
Yes.
They have July 4th in Britain.
We have July 4th. Yeah. Do you guys celebrate 4th of July over there? And we say, yes, we do. We celebrate it.
And we celebrate the 5th and the 6th.
And the 7th, too. Labor Day. We were talking about that. And that's, what we were talking about with the unions and the economic contribution. And I mean, that's
seen as the end of the summer and the day that my local city swimming pool closes. They wrote in this article. Just like, yeah, wah, Labor Day. Get back to work. The summer's over.
Get back to work and make more money for your capitalist overseers.
Summertime's over. Get back to work. Get back to laboring.
Columbus Day, which celebrates the city of Columbus, Ohio.
This one is quite controversial, I think, nowadays. Because...
Well, I mean, that's what they're changing it to celebrate Columbus, Ohio. What a great city! It's the only city in America that's worth a damn.
What does this little blurb say? Go ahead and read that.
October 12th sees a very American celebration. It's the anniversary of the day that 15th century Spanish explorer Christopher Columbus discovered, in quotation marks, America. Or got fairly close anyway, because he discovered, the Bahamas, didn't he? Or somewhere in the Caribbean or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like people think, he crashed right into New York and was like, oh yes, America, yeah, Yeah. Or he crashed somewhere on Florida or whatever. But it was actually like he got fairly close, and it's just like, why is this celebrated over here? It's celebrated in Spain and many countries in the Americas.
I never knew it was celebrated in Spain. That's so interesting.
Special significance for immigrant communities and celebrates its 75th birthday as an official federal holiday this year, although not in Hawaii, Alaska, or South Dakota, who don't recognize it.
I mean, a lot of...
South Dakota obviously has decided no, because of the native population.
Yeah.
I think they were just like...
Discovered, yeah.
I mean,
it's controversial because it's like, can you discover a place where there were already people living? You know what I mean? Like, how can that place be discovered if there were already human beings here?
Yes, discovered by Europeans.
But then I think the other controversy is that he was not the first person to actually discover the North American continent.
They say the Vikings got over here.
The Vikings. There were a couple of other people who they think over, got here before him. So it's a little bit controversial.
It's controversial, yeah.
And I like that they put discovered in quotation marks.
Discovered, yes.
Yeah.
Some places hold parades, while for most others it's another excuse for big sales. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's selling your mattress on Columbus Day, isn't it? You know, and your car or whatever.
In school they even teach that Columbus discovered America anymore. I remember in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
You have to do a rhyme with everything, don't you?
It's like a thing to help you remember, isn't it? You know? And then it's just like, no, he did not discover America. You just forget that rhyme right now. Get it out of your head. Get it out of your head.
Get it out. Veterans Day. We come to the big one here. November 11th is the day that honors armed forces veterans, not those who died during service.
And you guys celebrate this day.
And also marks the anniversary of the signing of the armistice that ended World War I in 1918. Brits know it as Remembrance Day, or Remembrance Sunday. And everyone wears a poppy.
Yeah.
Around there, because of the Flanders fields where poppies grow.
Mm-hmm. My mom has a poppy hanging from her rearview mirror because somebody was selling them like
around the time
to raise money. Cause
it's a thing you sell. Yeah, I used to pay like a quid for one.
Yeah.
From the Salvation Army, I think it was.
It's just, that may have been who she got it from too, I don't know.
And it was like charity, you know, and you wear it around. You always see like newsreaders or people on TV, you know, like anchors or whatever, you know, wearing them.
Yeah, I mean, people don't
in
necessarily
Britain.
Wear them over here, but I think we do know what the red poppy means.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You guys call it
Poppy Day.
You guys, you call it Poppy Day as well. And they fill the
moat of the Tower of London with poppies.
Yeah.
They make it like a huge poppy field, or or poppy kind of like display.
Yeah.
To do it. Yeah. I used to remember that you used to get these like little things. You just put them on your lapel or whatever on the side, and you just wear
your lapel, huh?
Yeah.
Lapel,
whatever you call it.
Number 9 is Thanksgiving, which we have talked about on this podcast before.
Yes.
They don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Britain.
No.
Surprisingly.
It's
you celebrate those crazy Puritans leaving your country.
It's funny because, like, it's quite a big deal to, you'd think, like, Thanksgiving and stuff like that, if an American moved to the UK, they'd just be like, I can easily discard that since no one else celebrates. But apparently it's a big, like, connection to, like, I've got to, like, introduce it to Britain.
Yeah.
There's a lot of expats I've seen trying to do that.
I made Thanksgiving, didn't I?
You did. That was in Spain, though, wasn't it?
Yes.
You were doing it on Columbus Day.
I was like,
Spain.
listen,
No.
I cannot miss Thanksgiving, and we looked up the Macy's Thanksgiving.
Yes,
Day
I looked up the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade for you to watch, so you could watch it. And
It's been a tradition my entire life. Okay, I don't think I've gone 1 year without watching it. So
yes,
yeah, we had to look that up. But yeah, obviously it's not celebrated in Britain because
we just don't give thanks for anything, mate. Just no thanks given.
Yeah.
No, it's just...
Because tradition says it marks the successful 1621 harvest meal of colonists in
We're doing
Plymouth,
so well here
Massachusetts.
Talking.
The legend says it was also a shared meal with Native Americans who had given the settlers seeds and taught them to fish.
Fish!
Yeah.
It's one of the most expensive and stressful times to travel, and it follows Halloween as the beginning of the end of the year. In Plymouth, Devon, they apparently celebrate it.
Really?
It's quite and of course it's only kind of like celebrated on like Lake and Heath.
That's
like
very
the American Air Force bases and stuff,
Oh, well, yeah.
And, communities around there,
Interesting. Christmas Day, also not celebrated in
Also
Britain.
not celebrated in Britain. We stopped celebrating that in 1985, I think.
No, but you guys do have Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas Day, which is not a holiday in America. And still, I think people argue over exactly why it's called Boxing Day.
It's Boxing Day.
I swear the first time you said Boxing Day to me, I was like, because there's a lot of boxing matches.
That's what I thought too. It's actually a sporting day, but it was traditionally. People are like, was it Foxing Day and it became Boxing Day because Boxing Day is when they traditionally went out hunting foxes before it was banned.
Because everybody was like home and it's
Everyone's
something to do.
home and everyone had their meal and then it's like, oh yes, let's go out foxing. And it became Boxing Day, because someone misheard it. And
but I
just
thought it
called
had something
Boxing
to
Day.
do with servants giving
gifts.
Yeah.
Usually like employers or something.
Gifts.
Employers would give their workforce something on this day.
The upstairs would give the downstairs their
Yes.
presents
That,
the day
that would
after
be
Christmas.
that would be their Christmas Day, so it's Boxing Day,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, nobody seems to know. They just call it the Boxing Day sale now.
Yeah. Another thing I always thought of, like, after actual physical boxing.
It's actually...
because you're boxing everything up?
Maybe. That's, it's open to interpretation at this point. It's a bank holiday, though, so, there's no work. But people apparently go back to work straight after Christmas over here, don't they? So back to work for you.
Yeah, I guess so.
But they do say, you can have the day after Christmas off. They're not Scrooges.
Like,
and I want you here at first thing at 8 o'clock in the morning. Bob Cratchit.
I think it depends on which job you have and, your boss and all of that as to whether you have to go to work the day after Christmas. But yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, I think that pretty much wraps us up. Let us know if you can think of any other holidays that are celebrated in one country or the other that we, for some reason, left off the list. And thank you so much for tuning in. As always, we appreciate your support. Be sure to check us out on social media. We are at TButty, TEABUTTY on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we'll talk to you next time.
We'll talk to you next time, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.